I made the same t-shirt in the same-ish color with 4 different types of natural jersey fabric. Why would I do that? I want to show you that fabric choice is not just the color. It defines how your garment looks, how it moves, and how it feels on your body. So what are the fabrics? Plain cotton jersey, interlock cotton jersey, pique cotton jersey, and cotton linen jersey. All of this fabric are 100% natural from our shop. We only source and stock 100% natural fibers. There is 0% synthetics in our fabrics. And if you're new here, hi, my name is Liza Bennett. I'm co-founder of Arkdefo, designer and educator. I have healed my very unhealthy relationship with my weird body with the clothes that fit well, and now I'm helping other women to do the same too. We run an online clothes making school where we teach you how to work with your body, no matter the size, and turn your individual measurements and you specific imperfections into custom pattern blocks that you can later turn into any sewing pattern you want. We don't teach you how to follow instructions and just copy a ready pattern. We teach you how to create custom patterns and understand garment construction inside out. You don't need instructions when you understand what you're doing. And the best news, the garments that you design will always fit you because they have you in them. We make the entire process really easy to follow with the bite-sized lessons available on demand. Once you sign up to any course, you have access to all the lessons immediately, and you can take them at any time from anywhere in the world in your own pace. By the way, the t-shirts I'll be showing you today are made using the principles from our beginner-friendly course, Relax Fit Tops. These simple designs will get you started in your clothes making journey in no time. We moved to Portugal from the UK without any summer clothes, so this is exactly what I'm doing here. I'm creating a brand new wardrobe. I'm in the process of figuring out what I love to wear in summer, what works and doesn't work in this really hot climate, so I'm starting with really basic garments, plus the fact I do love a minimal cut. I love boxy tops. I love how they add a bit of volume to my shoulders, which helps me to balance out my pear-shaped body. And in case of the t-shirts for this video, I am also batching them. Same pattern, same color thread, same steps. I'm doing everything at once for all 4 tops. When you batch all the steps, it saves a lot of time. I'll be cutting all the patterns at once, and I'll be connecting all the shoulders and making all the necklines and closing all the side seams. You get the drill. Instead of finishing one t-shirt and then start another one, I'm just doing all the steps simultaneously on all 4. It is much quicker this way. The actual stitching process in the clothes making is my least favorite. So if I can maximize my time and do it faster, I'm all up for it. This is 100% cotton jersey, and it's slightly heavier than the other fabrics. It has very minimal stretch, which could be beneficial for complete beginners. It's a bit easier to handle it under machine. But this fabric tends to roll a little bit when you work with that, which means you have to pin it a little bit more. One thing I keep saying all the time, I am against the narrative that knit fabrics, stretchy fabrics are difficult to work with. This is not true. Especially if you're working with 100% natural fibers that don't have any elastane added to it. If you have the right settings in your machine, if you're using overlocker or a zigzag stitch in your domestic machine, if you're using the correct needle, the ballpoint special needle designed for the stretchy fabrics, which doesn't just break through the threads but kind of gently separates them, you will be fine. Yes, of course, as with anything, it does take a little bit time and practice, but the more you do it, the better it gets. So no, knit fabrics are not difficult to work with. Maybe a little bit tricky in the beginning, but the more you practice, the better you get at it. This fabric is pretty dense. It has a very minimal elasticity and very minimal drape. What does it mean for the fit? First of all, it holds the shape pretty well. Of course, the shoulders, they won't just stand up all the time, but as you can see, it's pretty defined. Even when it drops down, I still get slightly bigger shoulders, which, as I mentioned before, is super beneficial for my paired body shape because it balances my body out really nicely. But because of its density, it's a bit heavier, it's a bit thicker than the other fabrics, so most likely I won't be wearing it in the super hot days because it will be too warm. But overall, this fabric holds shape the best out of all four, which creates a really crisp and kind of structured look. And even though it's a t-shirt, this extra structure to me creates a more elevated look, and I would totally wear it for a business meeting. Next one is interlock or double knit jersey, one of our most favorite fabrics. Double knit means that the fabric is double layered and it looks the same on each side. So technically both sides are the right side. And even though it is just plain cotton, it has a very luxurious silky feel to it. And it has noticeably much more stretch and drape compared to the plain cotton jersey. And how does it impact the design? As you can see, it creates a much softer shape, but there is still some structure to it simply because of the weight of the fabric. By the way, interlock is also my go-to fabric for underwear because of its softness. It's the most pleasant jersey you can possibly imagine. And on top of that, it's an absolute joy to work with. It does not roll, so when you cut it, it stays flat. Honestly, in terms of working with jersey, 10 out of 10. Easy to handle, easy to sew, and creates the most beautiful and comfortable garments. Next one up is 100% cotton pique jersey. Pique is a fabric typically used for polo shirts. If you have any at home, you can pick it up and have a look. If you look really closely, it has this tiny waffle pattern, extra texture to the fabric. It is very crisp and breathable. And it is a fantastic fabric for the hotter days because of its loose knit. And the texture of it makes it a little bit more interesting and adds a little subtle detail to your garment. This fabric is pretty easy to handle. It is very light, doesn't have much stretch to it, and while being pretty soft, it has quite a nice drape to it. At the same time, it has a bit of structure. And finally, cotton linen jersey. This is another favorite of mine, and this fabric actually inspired this video because this top is made from the remnant of this dress I was making a few weeks ago. The fabric is extremely lightweight, and because it has looser knit, is extremely breathable, which makes it the best choice for the hot weather. It is very soft, it has this kind of lived-in look, so it's fantastic for this relaxed fit garments. And when you wear it, it just feels like you're wearing a cloud. It's practically not here, just the color. It has a pretty decent stretch to it, and it also has a very nice drape. See how it softens the entire silhouette of this boxy top. And in terms of working with it, it's pretty easy to handle. It's really joyful. As you can see, while all of these tops are kind of the same, they do have slightly different personalities. And I don't know about you, but I love having the variety of kind of the same garment in the wardrobe. And overall, doing the same thing with different fabrics is a great idea to expand the vision for your designs. Sometimes you might have a great idea, but the fabric choice is wrong. And because you do it only once, you just think, it didn't work, and you move on. When maybe what you should have done is to try it again with a different fabric, maybe a different color, maybe a bit of texture, maybe all of it. The answers don't just come when you are thinking about what you could or should do. The answers happen when you get your hands dirty and try things out. Clothes making is not about right or wrong. It is a creative process, and I will always encourage you to experiment, to try things out. Don't expect perfection from the first try. Allow yourself multiple attempts to figure out whether you like it or not. Sometimes you might create the same top 5-10 times, each time improving one little detail, but you can't improve it if you don't make it, if you don't wear it, if you don't test it by wearing it. It is a process, sometimes a little bit annoying, and you wish to just sort it, but there are no shortcuts. The best way to understand what you love creating and making is by actually doing it. Once again, all of these t-shirts and the dress I'm wearing, they're all covered in our beginner-friendly course, Relaxed Fit Tops. I'll drop the link below this video so you can check it out. It is indeed suitable for complete beginners in clothes making, and our students have had great results with it. At the same time, this course is also quite popular with advanced makers who simply prefer a more relaxed fit clothing. It opens up the possibilities of garment design using a very simple boxy block at its base. You You will learn how to work both with woven and knit fabrics, design simple sewing patterns based on your measurements and your preferred fit, and make all sorts of relaxed fit tops, from short sleeve t-shirts to longer sleeve ones, from hoodies to boxy shirts, as well as kimono style cardigans or even a hooded and lined raincoat. Our approach is very hands-on, practice focused. You learn by doing. Anyway, that's it for today. I really hope this video was helpful, and if so, please remember to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel. As always, stay creative, and I'll see you next time.